What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Are you ready? New mandates, maybe even lockdowns, and new vaccines are coming. That's right. I'm going to show it to you here, right here on the screen, as new virus variants are coming, are already here, and closures are coming and are already here. Yeah, I'm going to show it to you here, right here on the screen. Let's jump right in. Thanks for liking and sharing these videos. I'm all about the truth. And it seems like we're going to do this here yet again. Here we go. And I'll let you hear from the president and all this stuff. Here we go. Okay, COVID hospitalization spike with new variant as school returns. U.S. readies new vaccines. New hospitalizations have jumped about 16% over the past week, continuing an upward trend that began in late July, according to the CDC. The late summer COVID spike comes after a quiet year in hospitalizations, and death had declined week after week since January. The US is rolling out updated booster shots from Pfizer, Moderna, and Novavax later this month for a fall vaccination campaign. Dr. Deborah Birx says the vaccines should have been released weeks ago to combat the predicted summer wave. Here, this comes after First Lady Jill Biden has tested positive for the virus, COVID-19. Here is what the president has to say about the new vaccines coming out here. Take a listen.
Mr. President, can you say anything about the uptick of COVID cases and the new variant?
Yes, I can. Matter of fact, I signed off this morning on a proposal we have to present to the Congress a request for additional funding for a new vaccine that is necessary, that works. And tentatively, not decided finally yet, tentatively it is recommended that, or would likely be recommended that everybody get it, no matter whether they got it before or not.
Yeah, you can let me know your thoughts on this. This comes as school districts in multiple states are already canceling school. Yes, that's correct. You can see it right here on the screen. School districts, even in red states, Republican-run states even, Kentucky and Texas, canceling classes on what they say amid, quote, surge of illnesses, including COVID. The district said attendance had fallen due to sick staff and students. Also, I'll get to a meningitis outbreak here in a second that actually one of my viewers told me about, which was really scary. What she said here, you can let me know your thoughts on this. But take a listen to this and let me know your thoughts. Should schools be closed here? Yeah, just a few weeks into the new school year, districts in multiple states canceling in-person classes for several weeks due to respiratory viruses, including C19, among students and staff. Two school districts in Kentucky, Lee County School District and Magoffin County Schools, said they were closing due to widespread illness. They canceled classes on Tuesday and Wednesday and switched to virtual classes on Thursday and Friday. Quote, we're seeing a lot of illness being reported on consistent with C19 and the flu, influenza. They told ABC News Lee County had a surge of cases and attendance dropped below the threshold needed to stay open. So they closed. Wow. Lockhart said there's a concern that cases could be increasing headed into the fall and winter, which we haven't even got to. And they encourage people to get vaccinated with the flu and the new C19 booster to prevent others from getting sick. And remember, these are in red Republican states. They said, quote, "Stay home when you're sick. Previously, it was seen as a badge of courage. Oh, I haven't missed a day in work in 40 years. I had symptoms, so I stayed home because I'm considerate of my workers." COVID cases kept increasing, and my attendance fell to 83% on Wednesday, leading the decision to close the school. In Texas, um, Karnes County, 50 miles southeast of San Antonio, told parents in a letter that it would be closing from August 22nd through the August 29th and canceling all extracurricular activities as well due to COVID cases. Hospitalizations increased by about 10% to 1,096. This also comes as I had a viewer named Lotus Flower 420 said, "Here in Virginia, there's a meningitis outbreak." I said, "Thanks. Maybe I'll mention this in an upcoming video." She said, "Thank you, Jimmy. I'm scared right now." And I looked it up here. And by the way, meningitis is an inflammatory swelling of the protective membranes covering the brain and the spinal cord. A bacteria or viral infection of the fluids surrounding the brain and the spinal cord usually causes the swelling. However, injuries, cancer, or certain drugs or other type of infections can also cause meningitis. I looked it up here, and sure enough, Virginia is experiencing a statewide outbreak of meningococcal disease, also known as meningitis. Do I need to worry? And the Virginia Department of Health actually has here from about a week ago. Virginia Department of Health announced a statewide meningitis or meningococcal disease. Virginia Department of Health is announcing a statewide outbreak of meningococcal disease. 27 cases have already been discovered. I'm sure there's probably more that have ones that haven't been tested, caused by the bacteria for this type Y. Have been reported in eastern, central, and southwest Virginia since June of 2022. This development is 3 times the expected number of cases during this time period. Most cases are residents of Eastern Virginia, where a regional outbreak was first announced in September of 22. The most recent notice to the public was shared in March. This March, 5 patients have died from complications associated with this disease. The strain associated with this outbreak is known to be circulating more widely in the US, but they say the risk to Virginia's population is low. This disease is a rare but serious illness. It takes close or lengthy contact to spread these bacteria. The bacteria spreads from person to person, though the exchange of respiratory and throat secretions, aka kissing, coughing, or sneezing into the face of others, sharing cup, water bottles, eating utensils, or cigarettes in general. And while this outbreak continues, they recommend don't sharing items, personal good hygiene, or avoid close contact with people who are sick. Yeah, so we're seeing school closures, entire districts now. In fact, I'll link you to the other video I just did with the mask mandates going on here, because we are seeing mask mandates here in some schools and even some hospitals and other places like this. Are we seeing a repeat of what we've seen in the past? We're seeing new vaccines come out. Are we going to be going back to what we've seen in the past? And, uh, I think it may depend on how bad things get. What are your thoughts on this? I think it's definitely possible the virus could get as bad as it has gone before. Also, I think that herd immunity, I don't think it's going to happen. I think that you can let me know your thoughts, but I think herd immunity, if it would have happened, it should have happened by now, right? I mean, I've caught the virus twice now. I went 2.5 years, and my same thing with my wife and my son. We went 2.5 years without catching a C-19 at all, and then we caught it once back coming back from Disney, and then another time traveling as well. We caught it at the end of a travel. And I've seen comments from people that have caught it 3+ times. I mean, if there was herd immunity, after catching it 2 or 3 or 4 times, I mean, there would be herd immunity and people would not be catching it anymore. But I mean, after you've caught the virus multiple times, herd immunity should kick in, right? But it's not. Yeah, so that's the problem with this virus is that you can catch it multiple times over and over and over, and it doesn't seem like you get any herd immunity. It seems like you only get that immunity for a short amount of time right after you catch it. And but then you can catch it again. Because, I mean, we've caught it twice, and it was pretty rough on us. I mean, my wife was literally in bed for 7 days, 7 or 8 days or something. The one time was really bad. I mean, she was literally bedridden. It was like a really bad flu. So, and don't get me wrong, people have died from this. A lot of people. I mean, you can read in the comment section. I have seen hundreds of people that have said that they have lost family members from this virus. So, and again, everybody's experience is different from this. I get it. Some people, take it more serious than others. Don't get me wrong. My wife was bedridden from this virus. It hit us pretty hard. Some people get it, and don't. My mom got that when my mom caught it because we were traveling with my mom. She was sick for one day. She was sick for one day. She didn't even think she had the virus. But I'm like, Mom, we took the test. You had it. You were positive. She's like, I don't even think I had it. Because to my mom, it was like nothing. So I don't know if she just caught, she just had a small amount of viral load. She just caught a little bit of it. She just, I don't know, inhaled a little bit of it and just caught a little bit of or whatnot. But we were actually sicker than my mom. I don't know what to tell you. I've actually had a great immune system my whole life. So I had it. I fought it off better than my wife. My wife was sicker than her. My wife's got a kidney disease though. Um, it is what it is. But again, everybody has a different experience with the virus. That's why I don't discount anybody's experience with the virus or health. Again, everybody has their own burdens to bear in life. So you guys can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here on a daily basis. If you haven't yet, subscribe down below. Click the bell icon. It's completely free to do so you don't miss out on any new videos. Yeah, click here to see the new mask mandates that are coming out right now. Some that are already in effect. It's absolutely crazy. Will we be going back to this here? It's wild. Or you can click here to see the new ICBM nuclear missile that the US just launched. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.